Like, I've trained with trainers since I was in my 20s for various reasons. You don't get the type of support that you guys give and the programs that you guys give anywhere else.
Oh, you are muted. Can you hear me or see me?
I can hear you.
Oh, hello.
See you?
Yeah, I can hear you now, but I can't see you. Have you got a camera you want to put on? Hey, I got you.
Hey, can you see me? Yay!
Very good. Oh, you look great. How are you going?
Good, thanks. Yourself?
Yeah, really good, thank you. What are you up to today?
It looks cold wherever you are.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I just, it's not really, is it? I just, it's a little, it's low 20s, which is cold for me. What's the weather like?
That's freezing for me.
Yeah,
I have 4 jumpers on as well.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for jumping in and joining me today, Fiona. Really grateful for having a time to have a chat with you.
You're welcome.
So I was thinking we dive back, go back in time and chat about where we first started together and why we first started together. If you can remember, take us back to why you first reached out in the first place to me and to the Ladies Transformation Hub. If you can remember what you were going through at the time, why you felt you needed help.
Yeah. So I think it was November last year, November, 24, that I reached out, knowing you previously. And I'd just come off the back of literally about 3.5 years of, a lot of challenges. So a marriage breakdown, financial hardship, struggling from self-employment back into full-time work. And I was probably at my lowest physical fitness and definitely my lowest emotional well-being at that stage.
Yeah.
And just felt I had no one else to turn to but you.
Yeah, well, that is a lot of change to go through, a lot of transition to deal with.
Yeah.
That must
it was big.
Overwhelming. Yeah.
It was. I don't know if you remember, I think I spent the first hour chatting to you on the phone and all I was doing is crying.
Yeah, I do actually remember. Yeah, that's such a long time ago. And just, we won't skip all the way from there till now, but I'm just having this moment of so much has changed in that time.
Huge, absolutely huge. And I was kind of, before we, knowing that you asked me to be on this this chat, and I was just reminiscing, and I was like, I'm just going to grab a box of tissues to put beside me because
yeah,
just in case.
Yeah.
Even just thinking now, for someone who I would class as a very strong person, and who has the skills, because I'm also a coach as well in my field, just not being able to get yourself out of a place where you're not happy. Your life is okay, and eventually it's going to get better, but just being at the depths of your despair, not only physically but mentally, emotionally, whatever else you want to add into that bucket.
Yeah.
And doing silly things like turning to alcohol and bad food to try to squash my challenges, I guess.
Yeah, and lift yourself up. And you made a really good point there. It is never anything to do with the lady's individual knowledge or strength or even strength of character or how amazing she is as a person. It's never that, is it? It's just, when you're in that state, you're not less than, you just need support, and you're lacking the support. You need someone to be there just to say, right, I've got you. This is what you need to do. Don't think about anything. Just follow my guidelines. Take one step, just one day at a time, and gradually things will unfold and transform, and they'll change. And then you can be you again. You can be back to the amazing, strength of character, amazing person that you are, and coach that you are, that is able to help other people. But we're not that rock all the time. We're not expected to be that rock for everyone and ourselves all the time. It's just not possible.
And I think, for me, I know some of my peers are in this program. And for me, being such a strong, independent person all my life, and I have been, I've always worked, I've always, ran businesses. I've actually always done some form of physical fitness, just because, mum and dad put us into sport to keep us out of mischief, and I continued it.
Yeah.
And it's not till you get to the later part of your life that you realise how much impact the physical stuff has with your emotional well-being. And, to be able to have, for me, a safe space where I felt comfortable to reach out to you, but also to be able to commentary in the closed groups.
Yeah.
And although even for me, I've got to be honest, it's still challenging. Every day I rise above the fears I'm facing, because I know that you, regardless of whatever is going on in my world, will always be there to support me when I'm just, having those hard weeks.
Yeah, that's amazing. And you've mentioned the ladies forum, which I was going to come to much later on, but let's go to it now, because you've just linked it now to such a huge part of your journey, which is that we have a private locked ladies forum for everyone, like you said, on within the hub, ladies only, and everyone who's going through the same, or their version of the same journey. And it's such a safe, non-judgmental, lovely, supportive space, isn't it? I mean, I see all of you doing that, for each other and talking to each other every day, which is amazing for me to see. But how is it for you to have that space, and how is that forum and all the ladies together who, some of them, but there's also a lot of people that don't know each other or that are in different countries. How has that forum been for you as part of the program?
So for me, one, reaching out and being able to ask a question, or just show what you've done to the day because you're super proud of yourself, is a big thing, and not be judged on that. And then the flip side is I get such inspiration. I think, there's ladies that are doing their activity in their boats, and I'm like, holy crap, I live in a 2-bedroom unit. I'm complaining I don't have any space. If someone can do it in a boat, I can find a way to do it. There's a lady that's has young children and can only work out at home, and was dancing around in her lounge room because that's all she could do, or a kitchen. That kind of stuff to me is just like, it puts your world back into perspective for yourself, but also encourages you, because people are stepping outside their comfort zone and sharing their experiences.
Yeah.
And, to be able to do that and take, take some, I guess, reward for yourself and go, oh, okay, well, I can just suck it up this week and just find a way to do stuff, because, everyone's world's busy.
Yeah. But also, you have that same impact on other ladies, because even though it hasn't necessarily been said openly like this, ladies have said to me who don't know you, because you respond with some pretty awesome, epic responses when you do reply and give encouragement to other people, and your knowledge in mental health and emotional support, and your wisdom as well, is so huge that you're actually an incredible support for the other ladies when you do reply. And ladies have commented to me, and obviously they do comment under to you as well, with, wow, that I needed to see that today, I needed to read that today. So you also don't realize how amazing you are, and what you impart and to others, and how you impact others as well. So I feel like that's a whole collective, like we're all doing that for each other in there, and different strengths and weaknesses, and it, like, all together it makes one puzzle come together as like an incredibly supportive, really lovely group.
Yeah, that's amazing. And now I've got to get the box of tissues. It's the biggest challenge, and I've had a lot of time over the last 6 months, particularly, to reflect on my journey. Oh, I've got to stop for a sec. Hold on.
No, take your time.
I'm nearly 55, or just shy of 55, going on the back end of 54. And, we all have these things in life. So I've had a marriage breakdown, financial hardship, trying to get back into full-time employment. Then you add on, and you talk about a lot, premenopause, menopause. And the hardest thing for me, besides just sharing, what I've done in the forum, to go, hey, I'm having a, without saying I'm having a tough day, but this is what I've done, to get a bit of inspiration back, but also to see that other ladies are doing the same. So encouragement.
Yeah.
You're in a phase of your life where a lot of people are kind of like, I've had my corporate career, I ran a business, I have a lot of skills and, accreditation and study behind the scene. But now I'm in a space in my life where I'm actually in the unknown, I call it.
Yeah.
It's almost like and so anyone that's in this phase of their life, and I find just from people talking on your hub, you can see, the ladies that are here, I need this today, or, I'm going through menopause challenges or premenopause challenges or even postmenopause challenges. It's a really tough gig, even for people that are strong. It's physically and emotionally, because not only, and you would know this obviously, but for those that don't, not only their body's changing and you have to adapt your physical activity, but mentally you really have to readjust your thought process.
Who am I now?
And for me, physically knowing that although I can physically do something, it's now going to take me 2 days to recover or 3 days to recover.
Yeah.
Or a week to recover. And
Yeah.
mentally, the extra time that it takes. So all that kind of comes into play.
Yeah, then and I say this a lot, your body isn't broken, it's changed, it's different now. And so now you're going, okay, this is different. And well, there's a process of first of all thinking it's broken, which we then teach that it's not.
Yeah.
But who am I now then? And now I have to also adjust to a week to recover or 3 days to recover, or now mentally and emotionally, now this is rubbish. Oh, I'm old now, or, various injuries. I've got ladies as well, your age as well, young, who are having a lot of body pain that didn't happen before. And then there's that association to, but here I'm young, here I'm not, this doesn't make sense, what's going on? And then the anxiety and depression that comes with that, and all the hormones going up and down is just not.
Yeah. And it's a true brain, I'm not going to swear, but it's a true brain bleep every day that you pull up from something that normally used to take you, even 10 years ago, a day to recover, now takes you 2 days to recover.
Yeah.
But then, I look in the group and then I look at my outside world, and I still am a therapist for other people. And I'm just so glad that I reached out to you particularly, because one, it fits in with my lifestyle. Two, I've known you beforehand. I feel very comfortable in the programs you got and very comfortable in opening up. But I'm grateful because I know I'm, 100 steps ahead of people young, my age, that have far more to go through because of their weight, their mental well-being, So,
So on that note, then, take us to, why did you reach out? What was it you want? Because it's not all just about the number on the scales. That's often what we associate it with. But transformation is so much more than that. What made you want to reach out in the first place? What did you see in me or in the hub, in us here, that could help you?
Yeah, I think the first thing was just physically, I didn't like how I looked anymore. I had excess weight than I normally would. And I am a tall, thin, structured person, so I'm very fortunate. I don't have a lot of the other challenges that people do, but I also know it's harder for me because, weight isn't a gauge. So I have to go on other things like how my clothes fit and how I feel mentally and what I look like in the mirror for myself versus someone else. So, there's other challenges that come into play. So first off, just physically, I was drinking alcohol every night, come home from work, probably have a couple of gin and tonics or something, just really bad habits for me. Mentally, I was at my lowest I think I've ever been for a very long time. And we have mental health in my family, so I'm very conscious of that, to know that I don't want to get to the point where I can't reach out to anyone anymore. I'm just, I'm in despair. And, I live in a town where I have a very small circle of friends, but also I tend not to reach out because I think there's people far worse off than I am. And my problems, like we all think, are just pretty superficial, really.
That's crazy, isn't it? That's how we get caught up in that, stuck in that box of, well, now I can't say anything, it's been so long, and I've had this facade of, I'm great, I'm always happy, Fee, and I'm always helping other people. Hold on, who's helping me? Who do I turn to? And that's the scary part, is when you then find someone who has been like that for a while and who now feels foreign to reach out to other people. And just uncomfortable doing it. And thank goodness that you did feel okay the day that you picked up the phone and you did chat. And then bit by bit, of course, you become more comfortable and you realize this really is safe. It's okay to feel like this, and it's okay to, I'm not less of a person, because I know the pride is there as well of, but I'm so strong, I'm so organized, I'm so intelligent, I'm a coach as well. Like all of that is then, well, I can't have problems then. At least I can't let other people see that I've got problems, because now all of that is, I feel like a fraud, it's not real, which is only going to keep us stuck in that place for longer, as opposed to being able to reach out, ask for help, fix it, and then off you can go helping everyone else again.
Yeah. And I guess for me, that's one of the biggest lessons that I've learned about myself over the last 12 months is to actually reach out, because I don't very rarely do it. So even, what I love about your program is I always know. So I've been through 12 weeks. Let me backtrack. 12 weeks. And now I'm on another program.
The 15 of Overly, exciting.
Yep. So 3 12-week programs, really just to get me physically fit, mentally capable, and get back on track for my big paddle race that I did, tick, as I call it.
Yeah.
I guess I've just lost my train of thought. Can you refresh where I'm up to? The joys of menopause,
Yeah, that, but also what you've most felt like being able to reach out, ask for help.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
And
so being able to reach out and comfortably each week be able to say, these are my concerns for the week. And I've got to be honest, most of them haven't been my training program. Probably in the beginning, yes, maybe the first 12 weeks, but after that it was all like, let's get my headspace fixed, without me saying, let's get my headspace fixed.
Yeah.
I guess because I've had so much education in the space and I'm so hypervigilant due to my upbringing, in a good way, that I probably know how I tick 10 a lot more than a lot of other people, and I'm very, very hard on myself, and a very high achiever, and that becomes unstuck. And being able to have those weekly chats with you just to go, okay, program's going good. Can we adjust this? I've got injuries like everyone else. And when I'm having those bad weeks as well, for you to just pick me up and say, it's okay, just refresh, it's okay. Everyone goes through this, which is really good.
Yeah, I love that. And I wanted to point out when you were explaining yourself there with the program, you are brilliant with the training and the food side of things. You take it and you go, that's what I've got to do. That's what I do. Like, you actually don't have problems with that ever. You just do it. And that's incredible. But on the flip side of that, you are so hyper aware and such a perfectionist with attention to detail that then it becomes a lot up here. So different ladies, like you said, different ladies have different areas to work on. And yours almost is, you're so good, you need to back it off and know that you're that good, and that there really isn't anything else to change, and just be at peace with self-loving. How crazy is that as a problem, but just to know, hey, actually, I'm good. I just need to trust in myself, believe in myself, and just know that.
Yeah. And, I know this will eventually go up on this, your system, and everyone, all my peers will get to see it. And that's one of the biggest things that I work on for myself. The peers, I'm a paddler as well, but the peers that I talk to, it's really interesting how you think about yourself in one way, and then your peers come up to you and say something completely different, which is so much more positive than the way you self-talk.
Yeah.
A big race that I did about a month ago, peers were coming up and literally saying, in a good way, are you nuts? I'd never do 45 Ks iron, And these are peers that I look up to, that I think are the strongest, fittest paddlers, and if I could ever be like that, and they're saying that to me. So we all need to work on our inner self, don't we? We all need
absolutely.
to work.
But also that we are all brilliant as well. Like, rather than needing to compare, we have different joys that we like to do, different strengths, different things that attract us as goals. And you're all brilliant, whether someone's doing, a 45-kilometer iron single race, or a 45-kilometer team changes race. It's all are brilliant. Just wanting to have goals like that in life, and going for it with your fitness, with just doing fun things and adventures, the whole lot, no matter what it is, whether it's the toughest one physically and mentally, or just a fun one with friends. Like, they're just different pictures, different puzzles, but and different people's ideas of what they want to do. But no one person is better or stronger than the other. It's all, I think, if we can maybe not do the comparison between, I think that's where we start thinking I'm not good enough because that person's so much better than me. That must mean I'm beneath them, which of course it isn't like that. We don't want to be someone else. We want to be us. We should want to be us, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's out of this program, particularly probably the back end of the 12-week trainings, and now into this new one, is really what I'm focusing on. Like you said, I do tick the box, the fitness, the nutrition. I have my plan and I just stick to it. That's how I tick. But the mental health side is really where I'm about just trying to give myself enough self-love to know that the next chapter on my journey is all about me and how wonderful I am, I guess. That's the right way to say it.
That's amazing. And that brings me on to my next thought and question, which is, throughout the process, the time that we've been together, what have you felt have been your highs and lows with the program? What have you felt has been really great and beneficial and helpful, and which areas have you struggled with, or has it been more within yourself, the highs and lows that you've gone through?
Yeah. I can't say anything bad about the program because, you guys as a whole and your business just put so much into it. You're always there. The challenge I probably face is really in my world that I do so much work, as people call it, paid work stuff. I work full time and I run a business as well. So, trying to get to the gym every day, particularly when you get to the back end of the week and you're physically starting to get exhausted, and you're not getting enough sleep and your head's starting to take over, all that kind of stuff. So that's for me to own and go, how can I adapt this? In the new program that you've got me on, I can do home-based or gym-based. And literally this week I've done home-based because it suits my lifestyle. And mentally it's made me a lot more made me happier to go, okay, I'm still doing what I need to do, but also I'm showing up for myself. I'm not letting myself down by not going to the gym. So that's just different lifestyles, I guess, for the program. Everything else, is all my journey of the highs and lows. The challenges, obviously, everyone does, whether you're fit or not fit, coming into a new program, physically, the torture on your body, the DOMS that you get, the tiredness, sticking to routine, all that kind of stuff was initially a challenge, but once I got back into my routine, I was great.
Yeah.
And then from there, it's that headspace of comparison. I go to a gym where I'm with the muscle blokes that lift 4 times the weight that I do, have to fight them for the bench space, and go and get my piddly little 10K weights.
Yeah.
But then I look at myself and I just go, look at me. I'm probably the oldest one walking around the gym in that space, doing it with the big blokes, as I call it. So, it's that constant, for me, that constant challenge.
Yeah. And again, there I can see different people, different goals, different journeys. You're never expected to be bench pressing 200 kilos. How amazing that you're there training, looking after yourself, getting stronger and improving each week compared to yourself, not compared to anyone else as well. We're constantly looking at, and that's the other thing we're doing at the end of each week is, how have I gone from last week? Have I, in what areas have I improved, and what do we need to change? And that, just watching that constant journey of improvement and development in whatever way it might be. Like, it might be losing weight on the scales, or it might be coping with the problem better than this week than last week. It might be drinking more water or sleeping better. All those little things, because a lot of what you touched on there were all the little things that don't get talked about, like how to deal with problems and recovery and rest, and all the small things that are not classically what people think of when they come to me. Oh, what should I be eating? What cardio should I be doing to lose the weight? But then all those small things often get overlooked, which you're so good at doing and being aware of.
Yeah, I think, for me, because I have done it now, what are we up to? 12, 15, 16 weeks, whatever we're up to, I'm really starting to tune in for myself about how I feel. So this morning I was going to go for a paddle or go to the gym, but I know I've got a physical demanding afternoon sanding a deck, and I know that's going to take it out of me. And so I just, to listen to myself now, I go, what do I need? I need sleep.
Adapted, yeah.
You know? So I just adapt, try not to miss sessions, but there's just times where life gets in the way. Yeah. But I just adapt and go, today I need sleep. I'm going to do physical activity, although it's not the program as such. I'm physically going to burn a lot and probably just get more upper body strength than I've had before. So, you know, that's a good thing.
I love that so much, because one thing that's also different about this program is that I want people to be able to, if and when they want to walk away with the tools to know now how to manage things for themselves, how to stay with a new body, how to further improve their new body, how to know when to change things with their food, rather than just giving people a sprinkle of like a teaser of this is what you should do. And now it's a really hard 12-week diet and then that's it, it's gone. It's more of that lifestyle adjustment and the tools that we want to give people so that they can then be in control and that they know what's going on with their body, with their mind, and it's an actual learning educational process. So that probably not great for sales for us, but that you can walk away after 12 weeks if you want to. And I want to teach people what they should already know about their bodies, which we probably knew hundreds of years ago, that instinctive knowing, like you did today, of no, it's not right for me to paddle today. I need to do what's right for my body. And also not having the guilt and the ego about, oh, but everyone else is doing it, or but I should be doing it, but really truly doing what's right for you. And then the outcome of that is that you actually do get the results of health, mindset, body, and overall functioning to be at the level that we all want to feel optimal, and that amazing level of health. And when we do that, things just fall into place, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me touch on a few things. First, you got to put a life membership in.
You got one. You're in for life.
I'm in for life.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you talked about earlier, you know, we look around at our peers in the group, and, you know, for me, it's the paddle peers and what they do and stuff like that. But for other peers, you know, I look at them as inspiration. And I guess as I call it, being a good human being, I want to share my skills and experience with particularly my clients that I have, and encourage them to grow, because they have the same problems that may be slightly different to what I came in the program, but, you know, weight and physical fitness and stuff like that. So, you know, the way I look at it is, you know, this is a journey for life for all of us. The physical fitness, the mental capacity. If I can share part of my experience and be more raw and authentic and love myself better and show that to my peers in the group, but also my clients as well, then they will hopefully be encouraged to do stuff for themselves.
I love that. It's that knock on, or that pass it on, pay it forward mentality, which I love. And a lot of it happens with the ladies in the group with their families, where they often say to me, oh, my husband's lost 10 kilos, wasn't even, you know, officially on the program, but has just followed what she was doing, or eaten the same food because she's cooking, or tried to encourage her by training with her. And then 12 weeks later, they've lost 10 kilos as well. And they're stopped drinking, and they're happier, and the kids are in a better mood. And it has such a knock-on effect, doesn't it? And you're like directly in the seat of further actually helping people as a coach as well, that you can then go and be a better coach and pass on any new knowledge as well that you get.
Yeah. And that, you know, out of all this, besides we physically get the benefits, as you see as a coach as well, the outcomes that you see your clients get, and also the buzz that you get from how much they've grown, is just
nuts.
Like it is nuts. And it just, even talking about it, I keep tearing up. I'm like, it's really good. Like, you know, it's life-changing. Even for someone like myself, it is life-changing.
And none of this is about me, but it's also life-changing for me. Like, I have calls quite regularly. Even yesterday, I won't name names, but she will be watching. You'll know who you are. Like, she just said she's renewing to carry on, but she said, I did not expect any of this. Her last day of her first program was yesterday, and she said, I can't even believe what I have achieved in this time. Like, I had no belief it would be this good. and with tears, and just disbelief at who she is now. And yeah, it is crazy what I hear on my end of week phone calls and the gratitude. But it's not even about the gratitude. It's the true for me to truly be able to see how much everything has changed for them now. And this is an individual whose life was not doing too good before, and now it has given them life. It's almost like
yeah. And that rolls into, I'll share a little story. I can't even remember if I shared this. I probably did at one of our chats. But, I go to the gym regularly. Saturday is normally my, I'll do a light session in the gym. And then I'm in a recovery gym, so I can go and enjoy spas and saunas and cold plunges and all that kind of stuff. So it's my little retreat normally Saturday afternoon. I'm single, so I'm like, yeah, I go and do me, I call it.
Yeah.
And, I went into the infrared sauna this day, my bright, bubbly self, normally earpods in because I listen to a lot of podcasts all the time or music. And, as I would call it, there was a gorgeous looking young bloke in the sauna, and I'm just being my smiley, happy self. And, without floating my own boat, he started chatting me up, and I'm like, I'm kind of looking around going, has he actually looked in the mirror at me? Like, I actually asked him his age, and you'll get a good laugh out of that. And I'm like, he was like 18 years younger than me. And I'm like, well, I must have it then. And that, even that for your own self-esteem just makes you, and I had a bit of a chuckle when I walked out because he took my phone number, but I didn't get a call from him. That's okay.
Yeah. Amazing. I mean, that in itself should be telling you, hey, I look pretty good. And I'm sending out good vibes as well, so I'm getting something right, which is amazing. There is another lady, again, I won't mention any names, in the hub who the same thing happened to her. She's in her 60s, and I'm pretty sure he was in his early 20s. And she'll be cracking up if she's watching this, but she was approached a few weeks ago. She's a gorgeous early 60s lady. So not at all surprised, but how amazing, and really not that it's what you're looking for, but a really nice boost to have that.
Well, it is when you go through, like we've talked about, your down days. I still go through my down days, you've heard me, where I do give myself a kick up the butt and go, get on with it. Your life's not that bad. But, to even get that feedback, as I call it, from the universe, it just, it makes you just realize the amount of effort you put into yourself is what you'll receive back from the outside world,
Yeah.
It just it just comes back in so many different ways, not just in the physical, the emotional, but, the outside world's reflecting you, isn't it?
I love that. Yeah, that's amazing. What would you say, Fee, to any other ladies who are in the position that you were in before you reached out, who might be watching this thinking, could this be the phone call I need to make? But, I'm not too sure whether they should in that situation. What would you say to anyone thinking or struggling?
Without a doubt, just step over that line and do it. You'll never ever, you'll never know till you try, but the rewards when you follow the process, do your little tanties in between, follow the process, work through everything physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever, spiritually, whatever else you want to do. The end result is a completely different you, and you'll be amazed at how far you've come on the journey.
It's so hard to even believe it's possible at this point when you're in that pain, that physical, emotional pain, thinking, yeah, but maybe I'm the one that it doesn't work for. But it's just not like that. It really is transformative for everyone. There is just so much body, nutrition, mind, spirit, energy, tracking, encouragement, and the ladies in the support forum as well. Like the whole thing together, that whole picture truly is what makes that entire transformation possible for everyone.
Yeah, you don't, like, I've trained with trainers since I was in my 20s for various reasons, on and off, either rehab or physical fitness or, a goal I've set for myself. You don't get the type of support that you guys give and the programs that you guys give anywhere else, as far as I know. And I've been, around Australia quite a few different places. You don't get this kind of thing. You don't get the the hub, the support, even from afar. Just reading people's commentary just lights up my day. You know, if I'm at work and my phone, you know, kind of lights up and I go, oh, there's a hub comment, I'll read.
Yeah.
Like that's about the only thing I read at work. You know, oh, there's a hub comment, I'll read that, because you know it's going to be encouraging, and that just lifts you up as well. So I would just say to anyone that wants to do it, just step over. You know, I do know that that's a financial challenge for a lot of people. It's financially challenging for me every week. But what I'll say from my perspective, I'd rather spend money looking after my health and well-being than going to a doctor and getting a mountain of pills at the chemist every week. That's why I keep my health and well-being. So I would rather spend the money where we've got that physical, mental, dietary, emotional support all right into one, than actually going to a heap of different practitioners to go, you know what, I've got to fix myself. And I don't even know where to start. It's all here in your hub. So just do it.
Oh, I love that. It's amazing. Fiona, we're so grateful. Jerry and I, as you know, Jerry runs the gents side of things at the Alpha Hub. We've known you for a while now, and we're so grateful for you. We call you a friend. We consider you a close friend. And we feel so fortunate that you've chosen us to travel this journey with. And we just want to thank you for today, but also just for being you and being in our lives. And for being there for all the other ladies as well, because the longer that you stick around, and there are ladies now who've been around for a while in the group, you kind of become my little helpers who then go out and continue on supporting all the new ones who are at that stage a little bit further back, where they are a little uncomfortable and anxious and not sure about what their journey holds. And the love and support that you onwardly, you know, give to everyone else, we're so grateful for, and we receive it from you as well. So we're so grateful for you.
Thank you. You're so welcome, and ditto in return.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much for today and for jumping on and chatting. Will you come back on again another time? We'd love to chat to you some more. You've got a lot to offer.
Sure.
Yeah, amazing.
Absolutely, love to. If I can inspire anyone, for sure.
Love that.
That's one of the things that I really want to work on myself for, is just being very open and honest about my journey.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but that is so valuable, because it's what people are struggling with, and to be able to see the raw side of things and realize, wow, if you're in that position and someone else is, I'm in that position too, as a lady watching, and you can get through it, then maybe I can, because we don't talk about our problems enough, that people think, oh, that's a bit too elite for me. I'm not wanting to sculpt my body, when it's not even about that. We're no different, as you now know, like, well, you do anyway, because you know it's well, but we are no different. And I also had a conversation with someone late last night and continued it on this morning, and she hadn't reached out because her words were something like, oh, you guys have got it all sorted, so I didn't, I can't bother you with it. And I was like, what? That is definitely not how it is for us. And then we maybe need to open up more about how not sorted we've got it, that we're just in a position where we want to help others, because she definitely was in need in the same area that Jerry was as well. So, all right. Well, we'll chat to you later in the week anyway. And thank you again. Have an amazing weekend.
Thank you. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.